All right, you guys have your Facebook pages set up. Maybe you previously had them set up. Maybe they've been sitting kind of in the dust for a while and you're bringing them back to life. We're going to talk about how to make connections in Facebook groups and how to bring your target audience to your page by you kind of specifically finding them yourself first. I cannot show Facebook itself just because I always want to respect the privacy of people in these groups, but I'll show you how to find them. It's actually right when you log into Facebook. On the left-hand side, you'll see a similar list. It doesn't look exactly like this picture. In groups, you can see kind of tiny right at the top, but every Facebook page, just personal page, again, is what we're focused on right now. You'll see on the left-hand side a search function and then groups. So you can actually click the groups tab and then you can use the search function to look for your specific niche. So if you're in construction, if you want to look up construction groups and connect with other general contractors, maybe that's part of your niche. Maybe you are trying to connect with people that are searching for an online business opportunity. Then you could look up, maybe MLM groups, or you could look up direct selling groups, or maybe if your target audience loves yoga and you're searching for, your buyer persona is someone, it's a stay-at-home mom, she goes to yoga at 8 o'clock every single morning, then you would go look up yoga groups, right? These are the people that you want to connect with because they're your buyer persona. They are in your target audience. So we're going to search for people in these groups and just start making natural relationships. Okay, this is the importance of making connections. You'll hear us talk about this all the time. It's expanding your network. It gives you opportunities for collaborations, and it just gives you an opportunity to share your knowledge and connect with people, okay? This is not with the intention of making them your customer right away. This may not be the intention of making them a customer at all. You never know what can come from building a natural relationship, and this is the way we live now. These are tools at our fingertips to help us build these relationships without ever leaving our home. So this is what you guys want to do in the beginning. Search through these groups. I think the very first step to go over, kind of the disclaimer, is make sure you don't move too fast through this process, because if you move too fast and you start going in these groups and start friending all these people and kind of spamming their accounts, Facebook is going to mark you as spam. Okay, this is especially true for new accounts. So this is the disclaimer. Make sure as you guys move through this process, you build up. In the very beginning, when I first started this process, I would friend about 3 to 5 new people a day, and I would kind of do it 10 to 20 minutes apart. And then I worked up to like hundreds of people a day, right? But I would do it through different intervals of the day. So that's what we're doing here. We're actually going into these groups where our target audience lives. We're engaging in these groups, and we're actually friending the people that are making posts that are like-minded to us, okay? But you guys have to use the discernment here to figure out who is like-minded, who might be interested in your product, who might just be a good person to connect with, right? Because you're inspired by their knowledge. Whatever the case is, that's the whole point of this video. We're gonna go into these specific niche groups, because there's a Facebook group for everything, and we're gonna friend the people inside of them that we want in our ecosystem. So of course, the benefits of joining these groups is you guys get to be really targeted. Like I said, there are Facebook groups for everything. Okay, this is going to help you with your visibility because you're going to engage not only in these groups, but on personal people's pages as well. Okay, so there's going to be a resource exchange here, and it's just going to be a value exchange in the beginning where you are giving them value and you are showing up on their page and you are commenting on their posts and you are giving them some kind of attention, which naturally pushes your content in the front of their pages and feeds as well. Okay, so make sure you guys are defining a clear goal here. You're defining a clear niche that you want to engage with, and then you are just giving quality content that engages with these people by you engaging with them first. I hope this is all making sense because it's a super powerful tactic that really works on any social media platform, but this is specifically how it's done with Facebook. And before I give you guys kind of a map below of the step-by-step instructions on how to do this, I want to kind of go over the etiquette and the rules to follow within these groups, okay? Some rules are set differently. Sometimes you have to apply to get into these groups and answer some questions. Sometimes they're just an open free-for-all. Step number 1, kind of scroll through the group if you can, if it's open to the public, and see what the posts are like. If it's a Facebook group full of scammers talking about, off-the-wall opportunities and you don't feel a good connection with it, just move on to the next one. Typically, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of Facebook groups for each specific niche, so there are plenty to choose from. When you do find a group that you like and you're like, oh, there's some good people in here that I want to engage with, make sure you're always respectful. Make sure you don't go in there and spam your links. I see so many people do this. They use groups the wrong way. They go into these Facebook groups and they start posting like these long paragraphs about what they have to offer. This is the give, ask. You can't just go into a Facebook group and think, oh gosh, there's 20,000 people in here. I'm going to go spout off at the mouth about all the things my opportunity has to offer. Nobody's going to listen to that because they don't know, like, and trust you yet. So that's going to ruin your brand image. So go in there. You don't even have to post inside the group if you don't want to. you can just go in there and actually engage with people in the comment section, friend people, jot their name down, and then go back and actually engage on their personal pages. Okay, that's what we're doing here. We're laying the groundwork, we're building the relationships. If you guys are going to post in the groups, make sure you add value. Make sure you do some kind of simple post that pulls people into your question or your piece of advice, something of value, and it doesn't necessarily have to include anything about what you're selling. And then follow-ups as well. So make sure you guys are following up with the rules of the group and making sure that you are adhering to the rules that those group admins set. Because if you don't, they can kick you out right away. So right below this video, I'm going to give you guys a checklist because I know it's difficult to follow this without seeing it yourself, but I'm going to give you guys a step 1 through, step 10 of how to utilize this and implement it every single day and exactly where to go. That way you guys can understand kind of what it looks like inside of Facebook itself, not just on a presentation style. But like I said, I want to be respectful and not out all these different names and faces on a product like this. So I'll give you guys that step-by-step checklist.